There's something fascinating about the way our bodies send us quiet messages. Sometimes it's a subtle puffiness around the ankles at night. Other times, it's that restless feeling when you're lying in bed, unable to sink into deep, restful sleep. Most people treat these as small annoyances. But here's the thing. What feels small now can slowly shape the way your body ages, the way your mind functions, and even how much energy you wake up with every morning. When I first began studying natural approaches to health, I didn't expect to find such a strong link between swelling and sleep quality. On the surface, they seem like two completely different issues. One you can see, one you can feel. But inside your body, they're connected by delicate processes involving circulation, fluid balance, and inflammation. If even one of these systems is out of rhythm, it can affect both how your body rests and how it looks or feels the next day. Think of your body as a city. During the day, it's busy. Traffic moves, deliveries happen, and there's constant activity. At night, that city is supposed to slow down, repair its roads, and clean up the streets. If the cleanup crew is blocked, waste builds up, roads crack, and the city struggles to function the next morning. That's exactly what happens when swelling interferes with your body's nightly repair work. Now here's something you might not have considered. Your evening habits, what you eat, how you sit, even the way you prepare for bed, can quietly set the stage for whether your body wakes up refreshed or inflamed. Many Americans, without realizing it, do at least 3 things every night that make swelling worse and disrupt deep sleep. The most surprising part? One of these habits feels comforting in the moment, but it tricks your body into holding on to excess fluid. We'll get into the practical steps soon, but before we do, let's be clear on why this matters. Chronic swelling is not just about discomfort or appearance. Over time, it can put stress on your circulation, interfere with nutrient delivery to tissues, and make your body work harder to repair itself. Pair that with poor sleep, and you create a cycle that drains your energy and slows recovery from the day's wear and tear. Breaking that cycle is one of the most powerful ways to protect your long-term health. This is where small, consistent habits come in. I'm talking about adjustments that don't require expensive equipment or extreme routines, just mindful changes that work with your body's natural rhythms. And yes, there's one bonus method I'll share at the very end that not only boosts results, but is often applied incorrectly, which means people miss out on its full benefits. You'll want to make sure you get that right. I want you to picture your ideal night. You fall asleep easily, your body feels light, and you wake up without that dull heaviness in your legs or face. Achieving that is less about chasing perfection and more about understanding what your body needs to reset itself. Once you give it the right tools, it starts to do the rest on its own. One last thought before we move forward. Your body's ability to recover at night is a gift. It's an opportunity for healing that most of us don't fully appreciate until it's compromised. And while we'll cover several steps to support this process, the next one is particularly crucial. Skipping it not only limits your results, it can actually set you back and create new challenges you didn't see coming. If you've ever gone to bed feeling fine but woken up with puffiness in your face or heaviness in your legs, there's a good chance your dinner had more to do with it than you realize. The evening meal is not just about satisfying hunger. It's one of the most important moments to influence how your body feels during the night and how well it repairs itself. What you eat, and even when you eat it, can quietly set the stage for either recovery or inflammation. In the United States, it's incredibly common for dinner to be the largest meal of the day. Think about it. After work or school, many people reach for convenient comfort foods like pizza, burgers, pasta with creamy sauces, or ready-made frozen dinners. They're easy, they're satisfying, and they're often loaded with something your body doesn't need much of at night: sodium. Salt itself isn't the enemy. Your body needs it in the right amounts to function. But when it comes in the form of processed seasonings, canned soups, deli meats, or fast food sides, the sheer volume can overwhelm your system. Here's what happens. Sodium encourages your body to hold on to water. That's not necessarily bad if you've been sweating a lot or are dehydrated. But when you consume too much in the evening, it creates a temporary fluid imbalance. Your kidneys have to work harder to process it, and instead of flushing out the excess, your body often stores it in soft tissues. Combine that with lying down for several hours, and gravity no longer helps drain fluids from your upper body. This is why morning puffiness around the eyes or hands is so common after a salty dinner. But sodium isn't the only culprit. Preservatives and flavor enhancers found in packaged foods can trigger subtle inflammation, which slows down circulation. If blood and lymph fluid aren't moving efficiently, they can pool in certain areas, making swelling more noticeable. This can also affect sleep. Your body has to redirect energy toward processing these additives, which can reduce the time spent in deep, restorative stages of rest. The good news is that making smart swaps in your evening meals can make a dramatic difference in just a few days. Instead of heavily processed sauces, try seasoning with fresh herbs, garlic, and lemon juice. Swap salty snacks for sliced cucumber with a pinch of natural sea salt earlier in the day. This allows your body time to process it before bed. Incorporate potassium-rich foods like sweet potatoes, spinach, or bananas, which help balance sodium levels and support healthy muscle function overnight. There's also one simple but powerful addition that many people overlook: fresh parsley. It's inexpensive, widely available in American grocery stores, and naturally supports fluid balance thanks to its mild diuretic properties. The key, though, is timing. Eating parsley too late in the evening can actually disrupt sleep because your body may wake you up to use the bathroom. Consuming it a few hours before bed allows your system to reap the benefits without disturbing your rest. Think of these changes as fine-tuning your internal environment. You're not depriving yourself. You're aligning your food choices with your body's natural rhythms. Over time, these small shifts help reduce morning swelling, improve circulation, and allow your body to focus on deep repair during sleep instead of managing fluid overload. When you start paying attention to what goes into your dinner plate, you're essentially giving your body a head start for the night ahead. And remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about awareness and consistency. Even reducing processed sodium by a third can produce noticeable changes in how you look and feel in the morning. What comes next builds directly on this foundation. The next step is one of the most important in the entire process. Ignoring it won't just limit your progress. It can also create setbacks that are harder to correct later, all because of a daily habit most people never question. We've talked about how what you eat at night can silently shape the way your body feels when you wake up. But there's another factor that plays just as big a role, and it has nothing to do with food. It's about how much you move, or more specifically, how much you don't move during the day. Many people underestimate the impact of long periods of sitting or standing still on swelling and circulation. You might think that because you're not feeling discomfort while working at your desk, driving, or watching TV, your body is handling it just fine. But deep inside, fluids are gradually pooling in the lower parts of your body, especially your legs and feet. And when you finally lie down to sleep, your circulatory and lymphatic systems are already working at a disadvantage. Here's why this matters. Circulation is not just about blood delivering oxygen. It's also about the return flow, how effectively blood and lymph fluid make their way back toward your heart. When movement is limited, that return slows down. The valves in your veins have to push harder, and if they can't keep up, fluid can leak into surrounding tissues. That's one of the reasons you might notice your socks leaving deeper marks at the end of the day, or why your ankles seem bigger at night than in the morning. The encouraging part is that you don't have to start a complicated exercise routine to improve this. Small, intentional movements throughout the day can completely change how your body handles fluid balance. For example, every hour, take 2 to 3 minutes to walk or do gentle calf raises. If you're stuck at a desk, even flexing and pointing your feet repeatedly can help pump blood back toward the heart. Think of your calf muscles as a second heart for your lower body. They push fluid upward, fighting the pull of gravity. One of the simplest habits I recommend is elevating your legs for a few minutes before bed. You don't need a fancy setup. Lying down with your feet resting on a few pillows or against the wall is enough. This allows gravity to assist your circulation, helping excess fluid move out of your legs. People often report feeling lighter and more relaxed afterward, which can also make it easier to fall asleep. Here's something surprising. This short pre-bed movement ritual doesn't just help with swelling. It also signals to your nervous system that it's time to shift into recovery mode. Your heart rate can slow, your breathing can deepen, and your muscles can begin releasing tension. It's like sending your body a gentle message. It's safe to rest now. Of course, habits like this work best when they're part of a bigger picture. You're giving your body tools to prepare for a night of real recovery, where both swelling is minimized and sleep quality is maximized. But there's an even more overlooked factor that can undo all of this progress if ignored, and it's hiding in something millions of people drink every evening without realizing its effects. The next tip is one of the most important you'll hear. If you skip it, you won't just limit your progress. You might create setbacks that make it harder for your body to reach its best state of rest and repair. We've explored how movement and circulation can set the stage for a lighter, more comfortable night's rest. But even if you get that part right, there's something else that can quietly undo your progress, and it's sitting right in your kitchen. It's not the food this time, but what you drink in the hours leading up to bedtime. Many people have a favorite evening beverage. For some, it's a warm mug of coffee after dinner. For others, it's a glass of soda, a sweetened iced tea, or even certain herbal infusions they believe are helping them relax. The truth is, what you drink before bed can have a profound effect on both swelling and sleep quality in ways most people never think about. Let's start with caffeine. It's no secret that caffeine keeps you awake, but its impact goes beyond that. Caffeine stimulates your nervous system, raises your heart rate slightly, and can increase fluid loss in the short term. That might sound like a good thing for swelling. After all, it's acting like a mild diuretic. But here's the catch. The fluid loss it triggers isn't balanced. It can actually encourage your body to hold on to water later as a protective response. That means the late-night coffee or strong black tea might not only rob you of deep sleep, but also contribute indirectly to puffiness the next morning. Then there are the hidden sugars in many evening drinks. Even innocent options like flavored waters, fruit juices, or bottled teas often contain enough sugar to cause subtle spikes in blood glucose. These spikes can trigger low-grade inflammation, slowing down circulation and making it harder for your body to drain excess fluid overnight. Sugary drinks also tend to make you thirstier, leading to more late-night sipping, which means more fluid in your system right before you lie down. Now, let's talk about herbal teas. Many people reach for them, believing they're always beneficial before bed. And they can be, but only if you choose the right ones and prepare them correctly. Chamomile, for example, is well known for its calming effects, but if brewed too strong, it can upset the stomach in sensitive individuals, making rest less comfortable. Peppermint tea can relax muscles, but may also trigger reflux in some people if consumed right before lying down. And some blends marketed as detox teas contain ingredients that are too stimulating at night, leading to restless sleep and unpredictable fluid shifts. The key is to choose beverages that truly support your body's overnight recovery. Lightly brewed chamomile, lemon balm, or passion flower tea can help ease you into a calmer state without overloading your system. Drinking them about an hour before bed gives your body time to absorb their benefits and naturally signal that it's time to rest. If you prefer something cool, try water infused with cucumber and mint earlier in the evening. It's refreshing, hydrating, and gently supportive of fluid balance. What's most important is that you think about both the content and the timing of your drinks. Hydration is essential, but flooding your system right before sleep increases the likelihood of waking up to use the bathroom, which disrupts your rest and prevents your body from completing its natural repair cycles. By front-loading most of your hydration earlier in the day and keeping evenings light and intentional, you set yourself up for both reduced swelling and deeper, more restorative sleep. Choosing the right drinks at the right times is one of the simplest ways to protect the progress you've made with food and movement habits. But there's still one more element that brings everything together. A pre-sleep ritual that works while you rest, quietly supporting your body's natural drainage and repair systems. It's one of the most important steps, and skipping it can hold you back from experiencing the full benefits of all your efforts so far, while also opening the door to effects you'll want to avoid. By now, you've started to see how evening food choices, daily movement, and mindful hydration can each play a role in reducing swelling and improving the quality of your sleep. But there's another piece of the puzzle, one that works quietly in the background while you sleep, yet its effects can be felt the moment you open your eyes in the morning. This is about creating the right environment and physical conditions for your body to fully recover at night. Most people think of sleep as something that happens automatically once you close your eyes. But the quality of that sleep depends heavily on the signals you give your body in the hours before bed. If those signals are mixed, too much screen time, inconsistent bedtime, the wrong bedroom temperature, your body may still fall asleep, but it won't reach the same depth of rest or efficiency in clearing excess fluid. Let's start with temperature. Research has shown that cooler sleeping environments tend to promote deeper, more restorative sleep stages. A bedroom that's slightly cooler than your daytime comfort level encourages your core body temperature to drop, a natural part of the process that helps your body conserve energy and direct resources toward repair. If the room is too warm, your body has to work harder to cool down, which can interrupt circulation and even contribute to mild swelling, especially in people who are sensitive to heat. Posture during sleep is another overlooked factor. The position you choose can either help or hinder your body's ability to move fluids effectively. For example, sleeping completely flat can cause fluid to redistribute in ways that make morning puffiness more noticeable, particularly around the face and eyes. Slightly elevating your head with a supportive pillow, not just a stack of soft ones, can encourage better drainage and reduce congestion in the upper body. Similarly, if swelling in the legs is your main concern, placing a small cushion or pillow under your calves can help promote circulation back toward the heart. But here's something most people don't realize. Your pre-sleep routine matters just as much as your actual sleeping position. Small actions before bed act as cues to your nervous system, telling it to transition from alert mode to repair mode. This could be as simple as dimming the lights an hour before bed, doing a few gentle stretches, or practicing slow breathing exercises. These habits not only prepare your mind for rest, but also help relax the muscles and blood vessels, allowing fluids to move more freely. Another aspect to consider is limiting last-minute tasks or stressful activities right before bed. If your body is in a state of high alert when you lie down, your heart rate and blood pressure stay elevated longer, which can interfere with the body's ability to regulate fluid balance during the night. A short period of calm, intentional winding down can make all the difference. Think of this as building a bridge into sleep, a set of habits and conditions that carry you from the busy pace of the day into the restorative stillness of the night. Every small improvement you make here amplifies the benefits of the dietary, movement, and hydration strategies you've already put in place. This final piece prepares your body for its best chance at recovery. But there's still one more step that ties everything together. It's the method that not only supports your body's ability to reduce swelling and improve sleep, but can also magnify the results of every other habit we've discussed so far. And yet, when done incorrectly or skipped altogether, it can keep you from experiencing the real transformation that's possible. The next tip is one of the most important you'll ever hear, and understanding it fully is key to unlocking lasting changes in the way your body feels every morning. Over the past steps, we've built a foundation, adjusting what you eat in the evening, moving your body in simple but strategic ways, choosing the right drinks, and creating the ideal environment for rest. Each of these changes works on its own, but when they come together, something powerful happens. Your body begins to reset itself each night with greater efficiency, leaving you lighter, clearer, and more energized in the morning. And now it's time to share the bonus method I promised you at the very start, the one that can take all of this progress and amplify it. This is not a complicated ritual or a rare ingredient. In fact, it's something so simple that many people dismiss it, or worse, use it in a way that prevents them from seeing any benefit. I'm talking about a warm then cool contrast soak for your feet and lower legs, done at the right time and in the right way. Here's how it works. Before bed, prepare 2 basins, one with comfortably warm water and another with cool, but not ice-cold water. You'll alternate soaking your feet and lower legs between the two, starting with warm water for about 2 minutes, then moving to the cool water for about 30 seconds. Repeat this cycle 3 to 4 times, always finishing with the cool water. The warmth helps dilate blood vessels, encouraging circulation, while the cool water causes them to contract slightly, helping push fluids back toward the core of the body. This gentle pumping effect supports your lymphatic system's work, making it easier for your body to process and reduce swelling while you sleep. The key here is timing and moderation. Doing this too early in the day won't give you the same overnight benefit. Doing it too close to bedtime, especially if the water is too hot or too cold, can actually make your body feel more alert rather than relaxed. The sweet spot is about 30 to 45 minutes before you plan to lie down. This gives your circulation a boost, but still allows your nervous system to settle into rest mode. If you want to enhance the effect naturally, you can add a small amount of Epsom salt to the warm water. The magnesium in the salt may help relax muscles and promote a sense of calm. Just remember, more is not always better. A couple of tablespoons is enough. Too much can be drying to the skin or irritating for sensitive individuals. The beauty of this method is how it complements every other habit we've discussed. The improved circulation from the contrast soak works hand in hand with reduced sodium at dinner, consistent movement throughout the day, mindful hydration, and your optimized sleep environment. It's like giving your body a final reset before handing it over to the restorative power of sleep. Beyond the physical benefits, there's something deeply calming about turning this into a quiet evening ritual. While your feet are soaking, you can use the time to breathe deeply, reflect on the day, or simply enjoy a few moments without screens or noise. This mental shift reinforces the physical one, helping you drift into sleep with less tension and a greater sense of balance. And this brings us full circle to the reason we started this journey. Your nights are not just a pause between busy days. They're an active, vital part of your body's healing process. When you give that process the attention it deserves, the benefits spill over into every other area of life. Clearer thinking, steadier energy, and a greater sense of well-being from the moment you wake up. If you found these steps helpful, imagine how many others could benefit from them too. Share this knowledge with someone who struggles with swelling or restless nights. Pass it on to a friend, a family member, or even your wider community. The more we understand how to work with our bodies, not against them, the more we can all enjoy healthier, more energized lives. And if you want to keep learning simple, effective ways to improve your health naturally, remember to like this content, subscribe for more tips, and join the growing community of people taking charge of their well-being, one small habit at a time.